All right, we're back. So lots of things to do. Let's start from somewhere. Let's check if this thing is working. Okay, so this thing is done. Okay. Let's check if we're using the new. Okay, not much enough to do. Sequences, all the sequences. Okay then. Alright, so I've imported all of the new animation from Drew from the locomotion that we done a couple of days ago. So if you see here, well, the first thing is you see that the skeleton is
Sorry, I can't see your screen.
oh, there we go.
Oh, are you on the YouTube? Is that where you are?
No, yeah. I'm going into Discord as well. There we go. So this was the thing that I was saying this morning in the meeting. I had to basically put, this is a standard T-pose, but it's not really a standard because you see the shoulder and the spine is a bit all over the
Yeah,
the top.
all over the shop.
It's because the original animation had that strange spine and shoulder thing. So basically I have to compensate with a wonky skeleton the fact that the input animations were wonky, right? And if you see here, it's just okay, right? It's not it's it could be better, but at least it's not as wonky as the original one. So that's one thing. So I've imported all these animations that we did with Drew. Now, there are a lot of things that we can cover today. It's just a matter of which one do you want to go first, because there are many. I would say maybe an easy one is I've created a new IK rig for Josh. Well, from the for the Xsense mannequin, and I'll show you what I did in this. I need to kill the other one. Let me bring Josh because it's the one that
Nice.
better. Right. So if you see here, I got the wonky one in order to be able to not to be wonky later on. So I'll show you this one. I'll show you this. You see the skeleton there is the mannequin. He has
Tilted, yeah.
see, he's tilted, and look at the pelvis here. Like it needs to be straight, right? But it has a weird thing, and you can see from here. It's got the left arm is just bizarre, right? Now, one thing that we could do is I think the problem here with this crazy normal is the cloth simulation. Do you wanna? Can you? I don't remember where that thing is. Like, do you wanna get me through the cloth? The cloth thing, because I really don't remember where it is in the first place.
Or do you want to kill the cloth sim on the arm?
Oh, well, not killed, but actually, yeah. I will start with killing it for now because I just wanted to understand like why it makes this mess, and then of course we're gonna like do it better, of course.
Well, I think in general, it might be worthwhile just killing the cloth sim for now, and then I can re-enable it, and I can put it back on. So to kill it, basically go to the mesh, like Josh's mesh.
Okay.
Yeah, if you make that full screen, sorry. And then if you yeah, if you click on the t-shirt and then right click that spell, and if you just hit remove clothing data.
Oh, but can I just see like the actual weights on this thing? I just want to see if painting weights is.
If you hit activate cloth paint, there's on top of the thingy this says activate cloth paint. Left side, if you click on the Josh V-neck _2.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So this is okay. So we go.
Careful to not click on the shirt, otherwise you'll paint it.
Yeah, you paint everything, right? Yeah. Jesus, this is very big. Right. So, oh, this is on. Can we have? So why is it? Oh, okay, yeah, it's doing this crazy thing here. Alright. What is the radius? I'm just gonna do 10. Okay, can I just do? I want to do the one that is very soft, right?
Soft as in you don't really notice it.
Yeah.
Because if you have a really good like mesh, but it doesn't work with the Unreal Cloth Sim. Doesn't work amazingly well for like on body clothing. If that makes sense, it's really like because it like collides a lot with like they use it for stuff like cloaks and like capes and stuff like it works really well for, but like tighter pieces of clothing, like especially around the upper body, it just doesn't work that well.
Yeah. No,
which is what
so the purple one is the very strong one, right? The purple one is like.
Vice versa. Purple one means there's no cloth simulation.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And the black one is. No, the white one is very. No. How does it go?
So purple is like there's no cloth sim.
Yeah.
And then the other spectrum, like when it goes like, because it sort of like goes between. It's really weird. Like black and purple are minimal cloth sim.
Okay,
like
black
white
and purple.
is.
Yeah. So if it's sorry, David.
So purple is like no cloth sim whatsoever. I mean, let me jump off. Let me my thing as well.
So if I try to do. Let's move this thing out a little bit. And how does he get where does he get the purple color from? Like
so basically that's how it starts off.
So there, it means that you didn't paint in there.
Yeah, so there everything has cloth sim on.
Yeah.
Everywhere you have.
Right, let me check this out then. Is there enough to deactivate and then it should be.
You might have an issue if it drops off the body.
Oh yeah, I remember that one, yeah. I remember that. That's pretty weird though. Why did it drop at the bottom? Right.
Because it's like it's just basically so each one can move a certain distance, obviously, but it can only stretch so far. So when it hangs more, everything drops down further.
Yeah, he still does crazy things, yeah.
If you were to just remove the clothing data how would it be?
Yeah. So because I'm trying to understand. I mean, are we always gonna have that problem?
I think we need to I think with the clothing we need to be a bit. I think just more tactical with what we cloths in and what we do.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we can cloth in things that are tight, skin tight. Something that wraps around your arms will be very hard to cloth in.
Yeah.
But if it's like a jumper or something like that, that should be very good to like. Especially, so like elements of clothing will be. So like in most games, the case as well. Like bits of their clothing will be cloth in. So like in Assassin's Creed, it's the bottom of the cloaks, or it's like a thing that's hanging off them, like things that are like sort of separate to things. So with this, like we can cloth in the bottom of a t-shirt, the hoodie part of a jumper, like the hood bit, like loads of different bits, so we can cloth in to give you that sense of movement. But there's certain parts that we need to make sure they aren't cloth in order to maintain, minimize that whole vertex thing. Because like the bottom looks okay, minus the weird collision capture stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's when
yeah.
it goes the, and on the other side, like when it's I'm trying to think. Yeah, when it's too you don't want to mix static and even slight dynamic one, right? Because then you have like a piece of wood, and then you go, like it looks like from a different material, right?
You can smooth it. You can smooth it a bit, but it's to an extent. Like you can get it so that bits and pieces move. So like the bottom of the shirt moves. Like the very end, the arms. Little bits and pieces that are really what's going to be the selling point for movement in terms of crossing. But yeah, it's with this at least, it'll be difficult to get like very tight clothing to crossing without, especially without overlapping. And I still need to. We work some more on some, like, look at this again and literally go on like the backstop radius, all that stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that work, but again, I'm not sure if they're more so animation tools rather than like real time stuff. Because yeah, in real time stuff, it behaves very differently as well. So.
Yeah, we might be. I really don't like it, but we might want to have a pre-baked one for the.
Yeah,
at least for the most common animation.
Yeah, just because I mean, with them. Obviously, real time is awesome, like reacting dynamically and things like that. But if we do it, we need to make sure it's robust. Because obviously we can't predict how the character's going to move in every, because unless we go through every single animation we have and make sure the cloth sim works perfectly through the entirety of it, which that's just feasible. But like you see, like the bottom, it's not terrible. It just and again, like it's the collision shapes that it collides with as well. We need to figure out a way to optimize that and like get it so that it doesn't show those capsules like it does, and instead it's colliding with like the body mesh itself. Because at the moment it collides with those physics capsules and it just looks a bit funky. But we need it to collide with like a body, just like the body itself. I might do a bit of work in the coming weeks then on this cloth sim, to be honest.
Yeah, that like always looks a little bit wonky in the videos and the screenshots, and I'm never really happy about like the totality of the visuals, because there is always something that looks a little bit off. Well, let me remove the clothing data for now. Just see. Because I need to understand better the movement. So, okay, so this is completely removed. Okay, well, at least, it looks horrible, but okay. So, let's see if we're playing with. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're playing with this animation. Right, we're going in the player character BP, and okay, actually, okay, one thing was the cloth simulation. The next thing is the bloody sprinting animation, I don't know why it keeps sprinting like it's a duck. With the knees are like way out. And they show you, like, you see that? Why does it do that? Is it our retargeting that it does that? Why does it? I mean, this is even worse than the one that we have, right?
Ooh, what the? The knees are.
The knees are totally broken. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, so the one that is running like it's ID 26. Number 43, right? Okay. So number 43. Let's have a look. Because I think maybe we need to retarget this thing better. But I really don't know how we would fix the we would fix the knees, because here these are as straight as I can get. I mean, the legs, don't look at the wonky top. So if we play this one, so why doesn't is this thing one of the bugs that you cannot play the animation?
Hey, I've had this story be over so many times.
Well, okay. Let me show you the. Let me show you the actual animation, the retargeted one. Was number 43, right? Yeah. Okay. You see, like here, like when it started like that, he has that dodgy left shoulder sensor. Like there is nothing because clearly this pose is supposed to be symmetrical, right? But look at the left and the right arm. It's so wrong. But I can't fix it by just rotating. I just need to fix it by moving this stuff. But I can't move the I can't move the bones of the skeleton. I can only rotate them. So such a right. Let's see if okay. So see, it's already, the knee is already going out. And I'm pretty sure Drew didn't run like this.
Yeah, that looks funky. Yeah, that looks wrong already.
Yeah. See?
Ugh.
Right here, it already looks...
The knee's already out, yeah.
Because if I rotate the knees here and I say, okay, like, do it. I mean, the knees are out, right? So that means that, I mean, how can I even, like, I need to do something horrible like this, right? You know, like, I mean, just for the sake of it, right? Let's try it. Okay, you know, it's awful, but okay, we need to get into one that actually we can have a look at. I need one that which runs quite fast. Okay, yeah, okay, this one runs quite fast. Okay, because from the side the movement is very nice. Okay, what's going on here? Which one did we fix? The one, I don't remember now. Yeah, I can't fix it like that, you see, like, clearly, it's, why they're so out? I think it's just how the skeleton is, right?
But the other one looks okay. Is the trouser making it worse?
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. But then even if I do Callum, which go the shorts, actually let's try Dave. Is that Dave gonna look? Well, I still think that.
He doesn't look as weird. He doesn't look as weird.
No, but okay, we got the bizarre. Okay, let me put it back to. Okay, we got that. Like,
Yeah, the legs twisted in him.
okay, so this should be. And this thing, right. It's not the. Okay, goes here. Alright, so this one. Yeah, Dave doesn't look bad at all.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe we should just play with Dave.
That's what I've been thinking, to be honest. Yeah, his looks really good.
Yeah, he runs good. Yeah,
He runs good.
I mean,
I think it is the trouser.
he must be the best.
Or Josh. Yeah, or Josh.
The irony of having a world-class athlete and having the fattest character in a video game that runs better.
Runs better.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, this looks completely fine, right? I don't know if is that the skeleton or, I mean, they're the same skeleton, right? But why does
it has, what is it? Why is it so different?
It's too much different, right? So okay, so let's take Callum for example, which is go a short shorts. See, even there is something weird in this skeleton. Look here. Why did they do that? What's going on? I mean, what is the difference between ours? I mean, they're all based on the same skeleton, so I don't understand. Because it goes from, like, the weird thing is here, right? I mean, okay, you can say is the same, but it goes from being like a delta thing to be normal, right? But even here, this leg is. See, why is it like that? Okay, if you take this short here, it doesn't look all that bad. And you say, okay, yeah, it's just having the knees slightly bended. But then it just comes from here. Like, I don't know, like.
Yeah, the run is just so.
Because the thing I don't understand is the movement
So-
is very good. It's just
why? It's why? Is it the hip rotate, the thigh rotation? Like, it's like. Do you mean it's rotated wrong? Like it's too wide. Do you see what I mean? Like like if as it runs, there's a point at which like the legs are so wide apart, whereas the other one
yeah.
aren't wide.
Like here, for example. Right, so I think we cannot. I think we may have to have. Right, let's do. If in Karate Creator we basically say the hips are not as wide. Where's my drive? Where's it? What? I haven't got my G drive. Oh, because really? In order to stream on YouTube, I had to use the other account. Oh, that's just so stupid. Well, okay. I'll do that later then. So. Because I was thinking that maybe we will need to. Maybe we will need to re-export the animation with a smaller pelvis. Like the two thighs are way too. Because in order to make it have a little bit of sense, I had to screw like completely the retargeting, like massively screwed, to the point that it doesn't really make sense.
That'll leave problems down the line. Like obviously we're adjusting it for a singular thing. If you have to do the retargeting wrong, then there's something else in the pipeline. It's just it just needs fixing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's. I don't think. I mean, the trousers are not great, but I don't think it's.
Yeah, because I think even without the trousers, I think it would look wonky.
Yeah, it looks wonky.
Because there's no way the trousers are causing that issue. That's a bone. The hips are over rotated, massively. Like the thighs, so that right leg is just teared out way too much.
Yeah.
It seems. Can we show the bone on the character? Like,
Yeah.
on the bushes.
Oh yeah, it doesn't show the bone when you are in the actual pose. It's just so annoying. And also the bone color is completely like
Terrible.
it's totally useless. So if I see, because I think the problem is the distance between these two bones and the pelvis. I think. Because well, first of all, it's quite a lot different from the retargeted one, because here the pelvis is like in the middle, but also the two fights are a lot lower. In this one, they're almost at the same level. I mean, maybe that is just a bad skeleton. Like,
it seemed pretty correct.
yeah, but if you look at the okay, if you look at Josh and you go this, you see here how wide these bones are.
Hold on, yeah. Whoa, what the hell? So wait, yeah. Sorry, go back.
And then the other one.
I didn't realize why are the bones massive on the other skeleton, Josh's skeleton.
Yeah. So because
like, the blue ones, yeah, those are like the right. Yeah, bones should be tiny like that.
the bones are like that, exactly. And on Josh, look, they're big, right? So these will make it really, like, really wide, right?
That's correct. That's correct. Yeah, the ones I'm seeing now on your screen. But in the retargeter, the bones look huge.
Oh no, that is just the scale, right? They're like here, bone size with the one. You see it like that.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, right? You see here this shape. This is almost a straight line, okay? And this is like it's a lot different, right?
Oh, I see. Between the pelvis. Okay, the angle is different.
See, and that I don't know. This is almost a 90-degree angle, and
thigh bones are too high.
Yeah.
The thigh bones on Josh is one actually higher up than the other one. So if we have you got the retargeter? If I was to load up the retargeter, would it show me? Will I get this out? Sorry, so I can.
Sorry.
Debug myself. No, I was saying if I had the. IK retargeter from here. How do you do it so that they're not next to each other? Just.
Target actor offset. You put it 150. Or any number you want. Because it has to be that, because the rest of the body, it just moves very well.
And then to show the bones, well, is it just in the...
Oh yeah, show, no, character, bones, whole hierarchy.
I've done that. It's not showing me any bones.
Oh, just do
I don't.
edit pose. You just need to go into. I don't know how to do it without edit pose.
I see it. Yeah, I see it now. Why is it so sunny or something? Also, yeah, the scene is too bright.
Let me send a message on Discord that we are live on YouTube. Also, I need to read the chat.
What is this? Series?
What's the link of this? How do I link the live stream? What is the live stream link?
What are you streaming with? Streamlabs?
Yeah. Okay, we're live. So just a bit of exception here. Alright, let's read the chat to see if there is something in the chat. Oh, well, yeah, there are lots of things in the chat. So, does Callum has a weird run? No, that's not. Even Callum that is Drew running. The bones placement is not 1-to-1. That's for sure. Yeah, so the problem is, like you said, solid cloud is. Yeah, I think like retargeting on a. These skeletons are quite similar, but even the smallest of difference will create massive. Well, we create enough changes to go from looking just okay for 1 second to be production ready. Because you could argue that we can use this, but it's not production ready. It's it's but then see if we have exactly. I mean, eventually we shouldn't do any retargeting, right? Retargeting will always screw up. Having said that, the top part of the body is just okay. The bottom part is just ridiculous. So yeah, we can retarget, but why is it not doing that? It's completely lost it now. No.
Yeah, so the height difference between
yeah, I think you're right. Solid cloud, that is exactly that. If you rotate it, it even makes it weird. Sorry, Dave, I was just replying to a message in the chat.
Oh yeah, no, he's solid cloud. Everything you said is valid.
Yeah, totally. You should come to work with us, solid cloud.
It seems like one of those things as well, like one little like indiscrepancy and anywhere can like propagate through.
Yeah.
Here the height difference between the thigh, well, the left up leg, and the wrist is almost double. So if I share my screen, so
yeah,
so you can see what I mean.
Yeah, let me grab your screen. Yeah.
So if you see the pelvis height, if we look at the world height here at 95 and 93, so there's about 2 centimeter difference between them.
No.
Whereas in the MVM here, we've got a 91 and 98, so there's like near enough a 6-7 difference, like between them. Now I'm thinking that slight obviously lose everything. So that slight variation in like where we have, like if you see here, that like moves the entire leg like a little bit. So when we're like rotating stuff, like if I was to rotate like this, say for example, and then pull this down like there, if it moves up a bit further, the rotation just seems a bit more wonky. So like compared to here, now when he runs, it's gonna look weird. Whereas if it was like here, it might look pretty normal. But if here, especially because it seems that when we pull up to the hips, when he does the movement closer, that's why we get that additional thing in the leg. So like it being there, like just
yeah. No, I'm gonna say like Solid Cloud. Like I'm a super fan of that project Kato. Like that is such a cool project. I mean, congratulations on that. It's such a. I mean, you're doing lots of cool things. So, pass my congratulations to the team. Yeah, but so David, can we actually change the? Can we actually change the skeleton? Like, can we save the skeleton of Josh?
Sorry, did you say Project Kato?
Yeah. I watched a few videos of that.
I've seen a video of that.
Yeah. It looks such a cool game. Yeah.
What gives me, you know, the paper by Michael Bartner, where he talks about like motion synthesis.
Yeah. That one. Yeah.
Already parkour character, isn't it like similar vibe to that?
Totally, yeah. And it's so cool when they like. I love the like sort of like the teleportation, sort of like the flow between like the super fast movement and the thing. It's such a cool project.
Oh yeah, I'd seen it. They did like the Imagine Dreams. Yeah, I've got a video over here. It's just like a sort of like a super like crackdown kind of vibe.
Yeah, how are you guys doing? Like, what's your stages of the project? I mean, I'm gonna buy when it comes out. I'm gonna support you guys.
Yeah, definitely. I thought the project was cool.
Yeah, no, the first time I saw it, I saw like. Sorry.
Yeah, they hadn't posted in a while, so I didn't know what the stage of the project was. But yeah, no, I thought that project was really cool.
Yeah, for once, you got an indie that makes cool stuff rather than the usual.
He's the animator. That's what we need.
So, right, Solid Cloud, you got a job. When do you finish the game? Talking to publisher. Well, don't get us started about that. Talking to publisher, that's the pain in the ass. All right, so
is it a case of we'll have to fix?
Yeah, but I mean, can we just re-skeleton the Josh to match this? Like, if we change Josh skeleton to match this one, would that work? Because I was never able to save the skeleton. So I don't know how to do it.
Yeah. So what? Change up this to match this guy here.
Change this guy Josh to match the Extens skeleton.
I'm trying to think how we.
Right. So the Cloud, can you send me an email to the email of the channel, and I'm gonna contact you, even just to say hello.
Yeah, I know we could create pose
because if you do create pose, then it never saves the bloody skeleton. I just want to have that move the bloody bone on the skeleton and save it, right? Like, how hard can it be? Like,
Oh, I'm looking at something now. I'm just seeing this.
yeah. Because now that I think about it, right, maybe like the old animation that everyone says they runs like a duck or a poop in the pants. It's just because it was this thing, right? It wasn't that bad, right?
Yeah. It won't. Yeah, because when you can make whatever, you can move around the bones how you want, but it won't save it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but like you say that you can move the bone and then you can play the animation.
Yeah, I can actually. Yeah.
Right. So okay, should we just have a little preview here? Like, if you just move the bone as close as the Xsense one, and then we play the animation. Now the Xsense got broken, right?
I'll move this one. Looks like I did. Okay, let me close all this stuff here. Refire up Josh. There's skeleton. There we go. And then refire up the Jan skeleton. Man, I always used to like look at animes, but what did they do? Ugh, honestly, I don't wish it on anyone. This is actually so hard. Okay, so let's see. So let's just. I mean, while we do that, I'm just gonna take the. I guess really it's just a case of pulling the pelvis up. No, but that can't work because I'll move.
No, yeah, no, dangerous. Yeah. I mean, we're only like just previewing it, so there's no right and wrong, but.
The pelvis is about 95, so if we just drop this down to like 90, 80, around there,
yeah.
Roughly.
Jay? Yeah, Leonard, I know that the comments are all about pooping in the pants. In a way, it's good because, yeah, if that is the issue, then it's okay. We're in a good place. Yeah, let's try it like that. I'm quite curious to see. Oh, you didn't have my animations, right? Because I haven't checked them in, right? Damn.
Well, let's just see if we can. Is that through?
Can you search for SKMM? No, SKMM. Okay. No, those are the. Okay, I mean, try run. I know. Yeah. No, those ones. Can you do number 16? It's fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, then, okay, it's with the root motion, so we will never understand it. But
yeah, sorry. What was it? Oh, it's because. Hold on, let me just where's my preview animation? Oh no, he's 16, don't I?
Yeah, 16.
But I'm pretty sure I can do animation.
Well, I'm gonna say mirror. What is that? I never seen that one. Mirror. I want to use that one forever.
Yeah, sorry. There's a setting, but yeah, I think it's in the animation editor.
Yeah, to enable the root motion, right?
Yeah, so you can see it. No, you see, you can like, literally see. So if I just turn this off.
Yeah, that
Some of
will.
that.
Yeah, that will work. Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you off to? Come back here. Hold on, let's just.
But is this with the change skeleton?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it? Let's check. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's on that. Yeah. I mean, it looks even. Yeah, that is good.
Yeah, obviously the pelvis is like it's a bit funky. It's the way the body.
But... Oh no! Look, it still does the.
What's this? What the left hand?
Yeah, no, that is the IK. Okay, but
the
that
IK.
doesn't look bad, right? That doesn't look.
Okay, yeah. That doesn't look terrible, no. I was wondering what it was. I thought it was IK hand, that's fine. I think even I added that. That might have been edition.
Yeah, I think. I mean, that could be one of the causes. Like, there are probably gonna be, what do you say, compounding effect of making it like a duck.
Before I do that, let me check it out without it again. To make sure it then doesn't behave the exact same.
Yeah. Discord send you your data to China. All right. I think it's already worst, right?
Yeah, it does. It does it. Yeah, look, knees. Does it?
Yeah. Look at the end. Look there.
Yeah, towards the end. Yeah, it does do it. It's like the knees flare out, so it's like boom. Can I play this in slow mo or something?
Yeah, let's do the play 1x. There is at the top next to load auto. There, I think like.
Yeah, there. It like steps out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It steps out of the.
Like, try to go closer. Yeah.
I'll follow it.
There already. Look. He's already bended right here.
It bends in and out.
Yeah. Look, he's already like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when it gets. That's what we know. Like there, towards the end. That's
Yeah. That is the thing. Yeah.
And so then, if we just pull this back. Sorry, I didn't need to change the skeletons. Where is he? Over here. We then just go make a. Let's take it down a bit. Doesn't need to be noticed.
Yeah, just exactly. And also, you know, look, the feet are on the ground as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite interesting, actually.
You want to run anytime soon?
Oh yeah, no, you need to go a lot further because you got 1,000 frames, so we're gonna be here until tomorrow.
Here you go.
There you go. Okay, so far so good, right?
Yeah. Kicks out, but that's normal. It looks okay. It just looks better. I don't know. It looks a little less weird.
Yeah.
They neither looks crazy though. That's the thing. Neither of them look like horrible.
No, but this is a normal run. Maybe we need to play into one that is printing, because when it's printing is really,
Yeah.
you can really see it. But yeah, I haven't checked in the one that is printing, so maybe this one a little bit more.
I mean, just out of course, if I was doing. So like, would just changing the Y affect it that much?
Well, yeah, I think so, because it goes from the leg from being completely out to, because then there is the chain of rotations, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it also could be rotated off as well.
yeah, and as I said, it's probably all sort of compounding effect. Of course, it's not gonna be only that,
Yeah.
but if we compound.
You know when we record the mocap, are we calibrating twice, or what are we calibrating once? As in calibrate before and then calibrate when we get there.
No, we only do it once, and this is I was saying to Jazz this morning. Yeah, next time we need to calibrate it twice, because I'm pretty sure some of the sensors moved in the car, or even though they're like stuck to the suit, but you never know. Even subtle things could, especially the rotation, that it's so sensitive that it's very. And I
Because
would,
do you remember when we were with Benj, me, you, Benj, Max?
yeah. Yeah, with Benjamin Max, it was amazing. It was.
Yeah, but it was because I don't know if you remember when we did the calibration at home, we did it 3 times to start with. Do you remember? Like we had to do
Yeah.
it 3 times because we calibrated and then we found out that like there was a specific way, like if you calibrated it just right, like that calibration we did when we got out there was like just right. We did it just perfectly. But we had to calibrate right before we started. Like we actually did a recalibration
Yeah.
once we were going to do parkour, because obviously, because do you remember like I remember calibrating it, him going outside to test, coming back, and then when we tried to go again, it was off, and he just had moved downstairs and put some clothes on, and it was off. So
Yeah.
like, imagine then traveling to an actual spot. The sensors are going to move 100%, and it might even be a case that the sensors rotate or like any slight adjustment.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah. I think as best practice for the mocap pipeline, I think it'll be best to calibrate when we're there, or do everything the calibration. When like you get to wherever you are.
Yes, I think so, because we need to calibrate it twice, like just to have a backup, right?
Yeah.
At home, we can calibrate and have the. See, the thing is, when you're calibrating the with the computer and the dongle running on the software, it gives you an estimate of how good the calibration is, right? But when you're around, you don't have that information, so you need to basically be pointing out. But if we start from a strong calibration, then we can always okay, like the other calibration didn't go well, just keep the first one and hope for the best. But at least we go, well. And also,
And also, um, 'cause, uh, and also, um, 'cause, do you remember when we did? So when we did the calibration at home, we did it 3 times to start with. Do you remember? Like we had to calibrate it 3 times. And then when we tried to go again, it was off, and it was off. So like, imagine then traveling to an actual spot. The sensors are going to move 100%, and it might even be a case that the sensors rotate or like any slight adjustment. I remember we did like the reason why I think that bench mocap session worked really well was because what's it called? We like recorded and like did timers for each bit that you had to do, like how long did you have to walk forward, the exact point at which you turned, basically all the calibration like metrics that we had to have, because when we could see it. So then when we went outside, we just replicated that exactly. But obviously, during that may not have the same timing. So even, do you remember, like, even if you're, we did it a couple of times, even if you turn back like a second or two too early, it could drastically reduce the effectiveness of the calibration.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we will need to be a lot more strict on the motion capture sessions. So Sorry Klaus, they have the same problem. Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly that. Sorry, Cloud. Yeah, the problem is when you have the issue mid capture and you're not aware of those, and then yeah, and then you're screwed. And we are using the Xsense mocap suit, and it's the accuracy is amazing, but when it works, it is still no. You still need to be pretty much in perfect condition to have a really amazing mocap data. The good thing about the Xsense is when you are in those perfect conditions, you basically don't need to retouch it, like to clean it. Like it's just perfect when you have when you are in those conditions. The problem is when 99% of the time you are not. And also Toby's one was it was pretty good. Toby was a rock solid session in there. Yeah, you see, like here, like it's got. You can already see that the skeleton is in the right place.
It's just spot on. Like even like when he's just standing still, like a couple frames here, it's just. Do you mean like? It's just, you know, that's how exactly he was standing. And like we even did the side by side clips, and they were just perfect.
Yeah, they were just perfect, right? Yeah, I remember that clip. Yeah.
Like that, it's just it's spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it. Yeah, but it's really difficult as well because obviously, like even with Benjamin, it's like 4 goes to get decent calibration.
Yeah.
And we got to remember as well, like he's saying, like different like kinds of movement, because parkour is really impact heavy as well.
That is the thing, yeah.
It's like it's very easy to jolt the senses.
We did a session with Max, and it did some pretty big impact, and yeah, it's all over. Like literally, like no, especially the tricky one is, but then with Toby we had a very good one because basically we sellotape the sensor on the feet. Like, don't know if you remember that. We just basically use a lot of sellotape on the feet, and that was like rock solid on the feet, which was amazing because it was jumping all over the place, and the foot contact was like incredible all the time. With Max, we had like 2-3 big impacts and it's game over. Yeah. We don't have anyone cleaning the animations because so far we didn't need it, but we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it at some point, just to give that little bit of extra accuracy. I think the problem when you clean the animation for me is when you clean it too heavily, you basically go back. So you have let's say a perfect capture, which is whatever the motion capture suite gives you. And by perfect, I don't mean there will be still be error, but even with the small errors, that will still feel like human. If we play the animation and we say, okay, that is a human being doing things, and there are, you know, a few wrong things, but the perception is that one. When you clean it, you maybe have that you remove a little bit of jittering, a little bit of inconsistency, but then it becomes not human. It becomes something like straight out of the uncanny valley, because you introduce that human touch that intervene on nature, and you can almost immediately see that it goes wrong, like this small disconnection. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
100%.
All right, so should we move on the next thing, David? Because I think we have quite of a good idea about this thing, right? So, oh yeah, no, one thing, like, is there a way to save the skeleton? Actually, maybe we should ask Solid Cloud if he knows a way to save the skeleton.
I have no.
Or like, can you retarget the animation? Like, can you play the animation and save it?
So you can save a new animation from the given pose. So like, where was I? Sorry.
But I don't want to use that dodgy record button, because that always depends on the runtime thing. I just want to be very, record this animation again, but don't do runtime.
So I think it's like you can create. So it's like if I adjust these, or what?
Yes, we mean, saved with the modified bones position, yes. Inside the rear.
We here create animation. So we do this.
Yeah, no, but that is only in one pose, right? Anim montage? No. Okay, is this with the... yeah, I know about the additive stuff, but the additive stuff, we have a huge problem with our motion matching code. It's just
the new story video's out as well.
Just a mess.
I said we watch it. Should we watch it on stream?
Just...
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't seen it.
How long is it? It's only 4 minutes. Let's go with the story.
Yeah.
Oh, you wouldn't be able to hear my thing. Well, would you? Actually, hold on a second. You hear that?
No. Oh, let me watch it on mine then.
Yeah, you watch it on yours and watch it on the review.
Okay, yeah, let's try. Where's YouTube? What? No. I'm full screen here. Oh, what? I lost YouTube. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Right, I'm gonna mute you here and watch it on the YouTube vibe. 2 seconds.
That looks sandy, right? That looks cool. I want to do that.
Never tolerate disrespect. If I splash them boy, they're born again. Belly for no gon' catch that can again.
Whoa.
Call me Koji, I can lay too. Dini Coach Genie, I'ma always still the moment, then I vanish. You won't see me till you see me. I've been busy, getting busy with the busyness. Blurro, I'm too thorough, but I ain't did it yet. Footwork did it end. Show you how it really get. Came through the front door. Yeah, it's me again. Had to pick your boy up like I'm marching at the BLM. Careful who you call a friend, the trigger ain't far with them. I'ma always be a problem. Sober when I spot them. Troubles, yeah, I got them. Time, yeah, I got that. Work in my rucksack. Future world leader in my nutsack. Go. Oh, fucking God.
Grab this map to the game. Where is this place? It might be Italy.
That was knackered.
You saw it live? Huh? Ah, there was a. It was live. Huh? It was a live preview.
Beachside Hotel.
That was so sick.
Oh my God.
That was so sick. That was a bit nuts.
I think that must be in Italy, right? I don't know.
No, that's in the UK.
It is in the UK, that place.
Yeah, I remember them saying something about it. It's in the UK, yeah.
Right, so 3 messages, yeah, I know, just me streaming. Yeah, so should we move on to the next thing? Okay, so we know the poo-poo pants thing. In fact, like the poo-poo pant running is the most important thing, right? But unfortunately, it's not an easy fix, so I don't want to get stuck there forever, right? So, yeah, maybe okay. Let's just have a list of very annoying things. Yeah, that's like that's a big extreme. Yeah.
I don't know what you're on about. This looks 100% like.
I think, yeah, it's very natural. That is hilarious. What did I? Oh, is that the? Is that a cat pass?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That looks spot on, trust me.
Yeah, totally. Nailed it. Oh, wow. That's a bit of a loop. Any social media video, man.
Yeah, new content clip.
Yeah. And look at the shoe there. The shoe is
Yeah,
completely.
the tune absolutely destroyed. Yeah, I don't even know what's going on with it. Yeah. Okay, let me yeah. So let's kind of think of a action plan, I guess, of what we want to tackle. Because obviously, thinking ahead of tomorrow, I know what you want to.
Yeah. So okay. So the other thing is the jump. Okay, the jump is good for the most part. Let me stop watching. Stop watching. Okay.
Sorry, let me kill my stream. Yeah.
So that one is good for the most part, right? And I'll show you. Where's Ariane gone? Oh, okay, so with the test in here. Alright, so yeah, like it's really ridiculous. But the jump, right? It goes. What? Ah, okay, yeah, I removed. Okay. Okay, so the thing to fix on the jump is the contact. Okay, this is still using a mirrored animation, so that won't really look good. But what the hell is going on? Alright, so okay, the only thing to fix in the jump is the contact that sometimes goes below the ground. It doesn't do it when you're in slow motion, because I think the sphere sweep that I use is when you have a slow movement. There, you see there, it's sunk into the ground a little bit. So that was.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So that is the third thing, but in general the movement is a lot smoother, and is a lot better than the glitchiness, because now we stop the animation 0.3 seconds whatever early, right? So I fixed that back there, and the only thing left doing there is I think when we go back from the jump to the locomotion, then we need to adjust the current velocity to the motion matching velocity, right? And that is the only thing left to do. So apart from that, it's gonna be okay. So then the other thing is I need to adjust completely the locomotion and the motion matching, because at the moment it's just all over the place. All the weights and all the things are off, and it runs too fast, and like everything is every single thing is wrong, because I basically didn't have any I'm not done any configuration on the new motion matching yet, so that will look. I need to do that next. So basically these 4 things in order to be able to have a pretty decent run tomorrow. So the climb animation there, when it goes up, we don't have that. Yeah, we don't have that the small glitch at the end of between the idle climb and the movement. We don't have that glitch anymore, right? Which is good.
Yeah, where like the foot like goes on the floor. Yeah, we don't.
The only thing.
It's annoying. The more I look at this climb, I just want to read. I want to. Yeah. Like I want to get started on doing it again. I'm not making it good. But obviously that's a whole thing. So,
yeah.
That's 0.1 really.
So if we do this, oh yeah, I mean that didn't look bad. I think
that was good. Yeah.
The only thing that I would say on the climb is, can we actually have a look about? There is a way to do animation with the control rig, because when it finishes the climb up, right, the feet are always together. Can we separate the feet at the end of that animation? Like here.
So here. Oh, I see. So place the. Yeah, we can. So yeah, so basically, what happens is the IK point in which the feet are attached to is the same one, so that's why it's together like that. So I can just pull the. Yeah. Let me do that now. That's what I work on now.
Perfect.
Because obviously it seems like one of those things where a lot of the locomotion stuff, obviously you've been working on for a while. I don't know how beneficial I'd be in that sense. So obviously pair program help you problem solve anything, but in terms of actually do it, I think I'd be a lot slower than you just doing.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, I think it's good to have an overview and just to have now we tackle the things. Is going in the locomotion in the climbing state when you actually, you know what? Let me go 1 second because this one is driving me nuts. Let's do like very slow. So when you're going into the climbing, you know that you go from walking to running, whatever, to the climb, right? How do you blend between the locomotion and the climb?
It's currently just an inertialization, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how big the blend is. Obviously the problem is the blend, because of the distance the climb can be activated into the wall, is a bit further because we made it so that you could jump between ledges in the National Theatre. So a lot of the stuff doesn't look amazing because it was kind of there wasn't enough animations used. There was only 2 different ways to climb up, so a lot of stuff is warped towards the wall. But that's why I wanted to.
Oh, this is warped.
Yeah, like to reach the point at the wall, we'll have to warp it because the actual thing requires you to run like significantly further. So like there'll be a point. There's like certain points. If you're like a certain distance away from the wall, then it'll just be perfect. But there's certain points where.
All right. So how do we want to tackle that?
I think again it's for me it needs to be a case of and yeah that idle needs to change as well, because so basically the wall pop up animation. So what I found was so when Drew did the wall pop ups, his idle didn't go back to the normal idle, if that makes sense. So like he left to 1 foot would always be a different idle compared to the normal idle. which is why I want to eliminate the hops and the movement for now and just do the climb ups. Because there needs to be some kind of selection of which climb up we do better than what we do now, because without having, there's such minimal coverage that you have to do some kind of warp or some kind of like unrealistic blend to reach the wall. But again, I'd like to put in place the logic so that when I then do a mocap session with Drew, we can go about just grabbing what we need from because basically with the climb ups, I'm going to change it differently, and it's going to basically have a load of factors like distance to wall, height of wall, all these different like factors that are going to vary into which climb up you're going to do. Because obviously you can trigger the climb up at any distance in between the range. So that's why it is needed, so it can like adjust, so to speak.
Because now it's very smooth going into like the last step of the climb up, like when it goes idle and then it's super smooth.
Yeah, that one works well. This is what I mean, like so that idle animation is much better than the one we had before, because it doesn't, the feet don't kick back out, whereas before the other one did. So like now, it's like that. If you exit at a slow speed, because that's also the speed of exit or the speed at which you sort of semi climb up to, like the characters obviously then wants to just stand up still, so the slow exit will always look better because it's closer to an idle. But yeah, like it's very much a coverage thing. I'd like to start, I mean, if it's possible, then I might just start working on my new logic for the climb ups. Then it seems like it's a bit of a natural progression sort of thing. That or I might tackle this cloth sim again.
I think in terms of our approach or how to maximize our impact, maybe the cloth sim is got a little bit more importance at the moment, because it's
because it's a bit more. Because I need to do some research on it and see how we can maximize it for within Unreal without having to. Because I've seen some decent cloth sim like demonstrations, but again, it's always on free flowing cloths. Like it's never on like a dress or Jimmy. So I think I might just have to take bits and pieces from here and there and see how we can use it to optimize what we have. Okay, then let me today then, rest of today. Let me crack on with the cloth sim. I'll see how far I get, because I got good training in a bit actually as well.
Yeah.
How far with that, and then depending on that, obviously tomorrow we'll regroup, see how you're getting on, and then I'll start. Let me fix that. What was the climate bug you mentioned? I can't even remember now.
Like the hands are always like the other way around, right?
Oh, also on the feet. Pull the feet apart. That's what you want to do.
Oh yeah, and put the feet apart.
Yeah. Yeah, the hands are.
Why the hands are tricky to do?
Yeah, the hands, because they don't have any because they're just, because I manually rotate to just the surface, or just to like a set rotation. They need to actually like grab onto it, like look like I need hand eye, actual hand like animation.
Yeah,
it's just basically like having two plates on your hand, and you're just like, it just no matter what you do, it will look like you're grabbing the wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So let me fix the leg thing, see if I can spread them apart, and then I'll check that in once that's done. And then, because I'm actually gonna, my plan is to away all the climbing to a control rig if I can do, or as much as it is possible, because I think it might be possible. And yeah, so do that, and then I'll have a look at the cloth sim.
Yeah,
and I think we'll decide it this week, but I think my goal for this week might be then to just start my new round, iteration 2 of the climbing, to be honest. But this iteration is going to be focused on the climb ups.
So there are a couple of things. I think you know the retargeted that we were using before? I think we didn't have the ball of the foot retargeted, because here I'm pretty sure the ball was like a lot. It wasn't straight. It was like basically against the wall, right? Or was it? Because I noticed that the old retargeted didn't have the correct. Well, he had a lot. Oh no, okay, that is got. Okay, that's weird that he hasn't have them. Yeah, the old retargeted has got all sorts of wrong like things in there.
I mean, if I'm totally honest, I think I'm gonna have to redo all the animations and stuff. If I'm totally honest.
Sorry.
I think I'm gonna have to redo the animations I use. I think are gonna change.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things that I know now, like sort of like the run up. The run up, if you notice the run up idle, so you're idling there, is different to the idle, like because the ID activates at a point, but we need it to be like it needs to pull away and then go back to the wall. Yeah, just little things, Yeah, so there's a lot of things. Yeah, so the reason why his arms are so messed up is because the idle which I'm blending, like I'm moving into a specific position, but the animation ends with IK on, so the feet needs to be on the wall. And because the animation where Drew stopped, his legs were like further down, and just in general he was hanging for like longer. It's almost like I needed to do a run up and then go to the idle position, like pose that the body would, like we have for the idle, to make the transition seamless, and so that when the IK pulls in, it doesn't deform the pose as much.
Yeah,
I anticipate I'm just gonna redo it. To be honest, I'd rather just redo it now that I know what changes I need to make. So.
The other thing that I want to check is how much of a problem is changing the capsule diameter. Because one thing that I hate about the capsule thing, you know that I just rewrote the bloody thing, like the character controller, right? That was the worst idea of my life, but yeah, I had like a couple of things like to deal with the capsule thing, because the stuff that I really hate about this is this. When the capsule is so big and you go off a ledge, it always does a double collision detection. Like if you go back here, like you see, like it goes ting ting.
Yeah.
That is the worst thing. Can I just reduce the capsule massively? Maybe like
you can kill it. Yeah, you reduce it however you want.
As long as it doesn't do that tick tick, I'm gonna be happy. Of course, like it need to be contextualized, because you know when he's there, like against that wall. Oh, look at that! What is it doing there? You don't want the capsule to be thin, otherwise you go inside the wall, right? So,
go inside the wall. Yeah. So it kind of needs to be.
This is just ridiculous. Like even walking, I got that. It's got the silly poop in the pants thing. Look at that. That's just ridiculous, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can obviously adapt dynamically. Sorry, yeah, you're right. The blend between poses doesn't match well, because it's the same like when that, you know how we're trying to loop an animation. It's almost better than the end pose, or like blending any animation. But the start pose of the next one is closest to the end pose of your current one. It'll blend smoother, and there was just a big discrepancy between the two. So yeah, you're right. That's why I wasn't.
Oh, if you notice that when you approach an edge, of course, you know, like I did the case in which you are like you slow down when you approach the edge, right? And why does it run anymore? Come on, just go a bit faster. Because I got messed up with the there we go, with the animation. It will actually turn 180 when it goes. You see that? Like, I'm not moving with the with the pad. It's just I decided to do 180 because it's
scared
close
of
to
it.
that. Yeah, scared of that. Here we go. Look. Woo! Okay, not going back. Yeah, not going back.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, there's already actually pretty robust. So what for the climbing, I had quite robust ledge detection. But yeah, I think we just need to be able to adjust, which we can do. So I think it's pretty straightforward actually. I did it before. Before I would actually shrink the capsule for climbing because I need it to be small but not too small.
Yeah.
Because then the character goes into the wall.
Yeah.
As he walks, like it needs to sort of like, don't let your body pass through this wall and go into this next point.
Yeah.
Or don't pass through a block in the wall or things like that. But like I think 100% do it dynamically.
Yeah, doing dynamically and contextually. Like I'm pretty sure we can detect when you are approaching a ledge, and especially with the trajectory prediction of the motion matching. You know, we can like trace like 1 second in the future and see if it's a big drop in the Z, basically it will be it will start shrinking the capsule. The thing that I'm always nervous about changing the capsule, it affects pretty much everything of the character controller. I could have side effects that they're really hard to spot. Yeah.
I think as well, I was gonna say like for the climbing, like I said, I think that's my plan going forward. But so I finish, I submit my last thing on the 7th of June, so just over a week from tomorrow actually. So after that, I was thinking, hopefully, when Jazz and that get back from their holiday, if we could get a motion capture session, just put an in-person one.
Yeah, I think we have one day in which we go there and basically we use Drew as our guinea pig.
Guinea pig. It sounds so true. Like just like, Drew, I need you to do this. Nah.
Yeah, Drew, you want to make a video game? Then do the
use it as your training. Okay, cool. Let me crack on with these fixes and
super.
I'll keep you updated on how the crossing goes.
Nice one, guys. I think I'm gonna crack on as well, and probably gonna start a lot of boring coding, so I won't bother you guys in the stream with the boring coding. I'm gonna keep the screen on in the Discord, David, like just in case you need.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks a lot for the views, and Solid Cloud, just remember to send me that message, and we're gonna keep in touch, and congratulations for the game. All right, and